What is up, Mason Gang, and welcome to another episode of the Mason Gang, Spain edition. We today are starting our lovely morning with a vineyard tour. We're going to spend some time here at this gorgeous vineyard called the Taurus Family. So everything you see moving forward is going to be us going through a grape tour, wine tour. I don't know, guys. I'm no expert. That was the wine tour, guys. I couldn't really talk throughout it because it was an actual tour and people were silent. So I tried to whisper something to you there when we were down in like the wine cellars or whatever the fermenting station was. So essentially what you saw is you saw all the grapes. They already harvested all the grapes here because it's later in the season. And then where you saw those big canisters, you know, going upright. I don't know how to explain it. And there was that conveyor belt going up. That's where the grapes, like, they go up the conveyor belt, they go into those fermenting tanks. And I think they like kind of, I don't know, maybe they mush them in there. They let them sit in there. Someone in the comments can tell me. And then from there, they go into all of those barrels and they sit. And so like their vintage wines is what they called it. Those were the ones that were in the dark, just lit up beautifully. Those are like their special wines, I think. So this entire mountain has a bunch of monasteries. There's a big one up there that we're going to. A gondola, that looks fun. Just all this stuff is just right here on the side of the mountain, which is so nuts. It's crazy to think this whole place is on top of this mountain. Look at that. This whole thing.
Are you sure that's the basilica?
Oh. I don't know. It says it's the basilica, I think. Man, how did they build this thing? I must say, there are some things here in Spain that are quite shocking.
Hey guys, you can't really see it, but that's the church. We can't bring cameras in there. It's pretty awesome.
Okay, so this is just the detail work outside of the church. So I could only show you that little baby view in the church, and we were behind the glass because it said don't use cameras in front of the glass, and my wife held me accountable even though everyone else in there had their cameras out. But it is a church and it was incredible. There were some details in there that it's mind-blowing. Ashley even teared up. And to think all of this exists on top of a mountain and all of this was built so long ago. So we're gonna keep exploring this and probably say a few prayers and we'll see you on our way down. Isn't this just incredible? I do not understand how it is that they have so much, I just can't believe that they have so much built up here. Look, Crazy Cross, chapel up at the top of the hill. Can you see that? And we round this corner just to give you an idea of exactly what we were in. That was the basilica. That basilica that I just videoed is built into the mountain. There is nothing like that at home. We just walked all through here and there are statues, there are monuments, there are crazy paths, and that all leads from the basilica. Up in here, there's waterfalls that are made, and there's just buildings built into this entire mountainside. There's just a train that came up right there. Quick update, that's not a monastery over there. Abbey of Saint Bonifacius. No, it isn't? No. Saint Benedict is who it's for. So it's an abbey. Do you know what an abbey is? I don't know what an abbey is. We have no service up here, so we can't give you more data. And this final spot we went to is, Ashley knows this one.
Looks like it says, Glorious Archangel Saint Michael, patron saint of the mountain Montserrat.
And you can see they still light their candles and everything else in here. I know it's hard to see, but they have it locked off But the detail up here, incredible. This mountainside, incredible. The hike, incredible. Just everything's incredible. We'll throw a GoPro on the way back to Sitges, and we'll see you back at home. So I feel like I owe you a slight explanation on that Abbey because I had no idea what was going on. So it's called Santa Maria de Montserrat. I don't know if that's how you spell it, but Montserrat was the actual mountain that it was on, and that meant like split rock mountain. So it's just kind of split. You could kind of see that rock. And it's an abbey for the Order of Benedict, which means there are actual monks up there. So it used to have 80 monks. Now there's still 70 monks up there, just on the mountain. Then they also have retreats up there, which would be so much fun as a kid. And it was actually started in the 11th century, and then they rebuilt it between the 19th century and the 20th century. So that's the information I have on it. And I think you guys deserve that information because that place is just crazy. Enjoy the last sunset. I'll see you at dinner, and then we'll wrap up this episode of the Mason Gang. All right, guys, so we just finished up dinner at the Yacht Club. As you can see, this is their outdoor seating, which is super pretty. Looks down over where we were eating. You can see Ashley down there. And you can see the beautiful ocean and the church up over there. So I mean, with that, I think that kind of ends the night. With that, I love all of you, and I will see you in the very next episode of the Mason Gang.